Alright then. Welcome back. Last time we went ahead and went on a little conquering spree to help take control over everything. Not constructing equipment yet. Still have other buildings I need to build up. Question is, do I want to build an art corporation? Or bring a good art center here? Or do I want to save up for a city hall in order to definitively raise the urban gravity of this province? Let's see, that would raise it to... well, higher. Of course it would. What I mean is, raise it by about, all the way up to about 40k, the urban gravity. I think so that the art power, come on. Province standard intellectual. Okay, so art power modifier. So art power generated by urban upper class is already around 0.25 base. I'd say I'm just going to see that. Alright, it's 10% multiplier. So doing this would increase art power multiplier by. Okay, so that art power multiplier will become 1.3. Base value generated would be 2.6. Yeah. So times 1. Well, not just that, the urban upper class would also increase. So it wouldn't be 2.6, it would be higher. Pretty sure it would, so it would double it. So really that upper class part would be around 0.52. 0.53 maybe? Nah, 0.52. Or 0.51, I'm not sure. Probably 0.51 though. 0.52. Anyway, I'm digressing. Yeah, it would be enough for a minor art center. Should actually help with institution spread. Once it hits Vilna, it will spread towards me. Or one of the other Christian art centers. Problem is there really aren't any nearby. The closest art center is the one that happens to be in Vilna. Okay, so yeah, it should be fine to build one of those. It'll get me an art center in about 3 years. Hooray, tax money. Better maybe manage to get a reform passed through. Yeah, they start as emperor. I mean, just look at that Holy Roman Empire. Isn't that a mess? What's going on in the Balkans? Croatia's a march. Yeah, well, yeah, they're attacking Hungary. And Bosnia. At least Hungary is smart enough to hand control of the Croatian provinces, or provinces that Croatia does. Cores on directly to Croatia instead of anywhere else. Wallachia is beating up Bulgaria, and so is Serbia. So Serbia still has all of its decentralized vassals. They're a small empire, which they will likely lose once their current despot dies, or unless they get personal union, which, if they were to die right now, that... yeah. Well, actually no, their prestige is too high for that. Slovakia, no. Okay, I have no idea what will happen. There's a chance. It's happened before. my Wallachia game, I managed to get Serbia as a vassal. So that was fun. I can't give more corruption. Great. Cores are done. I could state it, but I'm just gonna wait a while because stating reduces average autonomy by 20%, or resting autonomy by 20%. However, resting autonomy in both provinces is more than okay. In this province, it's absurd, but in this one, it's 40% above 100. Losing 70%. Separatism done a lot. Oh, this is a close province. And one I've actually been working on a road for. The increase in taxes is appreciated. Anyway, I just need another 200 ducats. Oh, hey. The next mill tech. Finally unlocks the cannons, however. They're not very useful. They're not for combat, they're just for siege. They won't get their first fire equips until tech level 15, and I'm not even sure why we have this. Various levels yet, but yeah, they don't actually have any combat stats yet. They're not gonna do anything in combat except soak damage. Auto therefore is to make sieges a little bit faster. Which isn't nearly as much of a problem in M&T anyway as it is in the normal game. Base trade power is low enough so that this is definitely an increase. And unrest is so low that this is fine. I'll get more out of it. Yes, more profits. And I got a center of trade now. Did that move from Novgorod or not from Novgorod? Nor did it move from Saraya Ajadid. I guess it's just enough now. Enough trade power in the entire subcontinent for another trade center to appear. Oh, that's awful nice game. Anyway. Let's give this another 20k urban gravity. There we go, my manpower level is looking a lot more normal. However much that costs, I don't have enough, so... Unlike in the Japan games, the city halls will actually have more of an influence because I won't be able to rely on ports and whatnot to help the growth of cities. So I need to make sure I do get those technologies. At least eventually. And tech is pretty important for buildings, but otherwise it can be pretty safely ignored. Ah! Yep. The Greater Nobles have created the mine complex. Yeah, the iron mine is now extracting metal at a faster rate. Although we'll run out eventually. Moscow has bigger local formations. No. Haha, come on. It's gonna raise a ton of like a bit. At least substandard education system is making sure to counteract those effects. Could you spit more? Okay. Yeesh, that neighbor reduction. 15% neighbor bonus. I wonder who's doing well. Oh wow. Yeah, quite a few have Miltech 9. Anyway. Now I can get the City Hall rank 3 at some point in Moscow. It's like stability should have calculated by now, so I can go ahead and see where my points are. 190. Alright, then I think it's a good time to... Yeah. I need to make sure that lesser nobles don't become greater nobles. That should help reduce the influence that the greater nobles will slowly gain over time. Or at least stop that process of them slowly gaining it. Wow. Ah! No loss of stability. I'll wait a year or two and then relic privilege from the greater nobles. That way I have a buffer of stability points to work with. Although I'll probably do it in December just so I don't stick around with -1 stab for any longer than maybe necessary. Right, so who are you allied with? Novgorod and Tarusa. Okay, I'm going to sit you right next to Tarusa. That way I can just cross the river and attack very quickly. Oh, there's a revolt in Lithuania. Zelensky and separatists. Sadly, though, I do believe they have more than 2k troops. And even if they're all infantry, separatists don't tend to be that powerful. Still strong enough to be worried about, but not that strong to pose any real threat. Unless you're covered by them. Okay, it's definitely not winter anymore, so... it shouldn't be that dangerous to go ahead and declare war on them. At least not attrition-wise. Right then, let's go. I won't need your help. There we go. Definitely conquering. Yeah, losing Rostov's bound to happen. Of course, there is also a slight chance I win in Jerusalem first. However, I don't think we win this fight. But again, there's also the question of what about combat with. I'll just have to hope that nothing too interesting happens. Of course that happens. I just need to make sure Yaroslavl and our capital's fine. Occupying Beloozero is also not a bad idea. Can I grant claims while I'm at war? Yeah, okay. I am gonna take Beloozero for myself though. It's close enough. Nizhny Novgorod though is quite a bit closer to Galich than it is to Moscow. Wooded flats. Is Nizhny Novgorod not gonna help? Looks like they're too busy with that. Front line's a little small anyway for them. I mean, combat wise is a little small for them to be even able to help anyway. Right, let's take them out. Yep, they're all retreating to Novgorod. It's not enough war score for Nizhny Novgorod to agree to that sort of peace deal that I would like yet. Maybe I can convince Novgorod to stop. I don't need the spy network until Russia anyway. Let's see if after that defeat they're willing to stop yet. Okay then. I can't ask for a tribute if they don't have enough war score, but yeah. Okay, let's see if they can make it. So, you all agree that this is good enough, right? Alright, now I can grab claim a core on the entire Smolensk area whenever I want to. But that's not going to happen anytime soon. So it's also pretty important that I get the entirety of northern Russia under my control. Some of the bits that aren't colonized, like Ugra over here. Now something to think about next targets. Rome does not seem to be a bad idea. Really? Great. Just great. I guess Marom isn't my next target. Ryazan is definitely someone I'm going to want to take down indirectly, or at least convince them not to ally with Lithuania anymore. Okay, I can core both of them. Military skill would not be an issue with the constructing the Kremlin. Of course, again, I shouldn't do that unless there's nothing else that I want to build for the time. At least for a while. So yeah, if it continues growing at that pace of about 2k per year, then in 5 years I will be able to build that improved production building. So yeah, definitely a reason not to get the decision building built yet. Now it's really a modifier. And the Machu Picchu and Chichen Itza and whatnot, those are also like that. Kremlin in Moscow. Text ready. State roads. Probably shouldn't tell them about the fact that roads are unlocked at level 4 tech. The paved road network is at level 13. You're off by about half and twice. In fact, by 4 and 5 in both directions. You'd be hard pressed to find one that's further away from actual road unlocking. Oh well. Now we've gotten to the point where the institution's tech penalty is no longer increasing. The limit for banking is 15. There's still no way for banking to come around. Well, its spread is usually temperamental at best, because oftentimes you have countries just changing around where they're trading. Apparently no one that's embraced banking is now trading in the Upper Danube, at least not with a trade center. And that doesn't make sense at all, because Austria is here. Although then again, the AI does not like to put a merchant in their own trade center if they can put it anywhere else. I usually find it's most effective to put it inside your own trade node. If only because it increases trade power and trade efficiency within that node. Usually it generates a lot more money. And forgot to revoke a privilege again. Why is it that I keep remembering right at the wrong time? Probably should give this to Rostov. I mean, I'm still fully intent on annexing them, the vassals. I think they're almost ready. I would also, however, like them to core this stuff for me, so I don't have to deal with it. At least not with admin points. I'm currently running a bit low on admin points as it is, and yeah. Oh, the taxation is negative, so they're because of overextension, right? Yaroslavl. Right then, let me just check my stat. Okay, that is really high. Wait, that's only 55 ducats. I earned that in a year. That's actually not that much. Oh. Right, wrong one. Okay. Let's lower their autonomy. That lowers their power, makes it less devastating to remove these privileges. After dealing with a privilege revocation and giving them a little favor in order to raise stability back up if I lose it. Then I'll be done for the day. Jeez, am I lucky today. Alright then, save the game. And I will see you again. This will be on Friday. Okay, I'll see you again on Monday. Until then, bye.